that everything I talk about on this platform is my opinion. My opinion. That's all I got to say is my opinion and the way I look at things. I mean, who knows? You might look at it a different way than I do. And believe me, that's fine. That's cool too. You know what I mean? That's what makes us all unique. Believe me. That's what makes us all unique. But what we coming on here today to talk about is about family feuds and how it affects us. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I come from a family basically like full of girls. I mean, don't get me wrong, we got some males in there, but we have more females than males. And believe me, the drama be real. And a lot of times it's over like the pettiest things. I mean, for real, it's like over the pettiest thing. And the funny thing is my family, I should say a lot of the females in my family are like real bad grudge holders. And when I say grudge holders, I mean grudge holders. I mean, we don't stop talking to each other for like the rest of the day, or even that day, or even that month. Probably won't even talk to them that year, let alone might be years before you talk to your own sister or your own cousin or your own aunt, you know, whoever it may be. And it is so funny that we do that to each other, but not just in my family. And I know this is in a lot of our families where we would treat our own family members like that, but let one of our friends or something like that do something to us. Don't get me wrong, we gonna stop talking to them, but don't trip, you'll talk to them before you talk to your own sibling. And that's the crazy. I never understood that. And don't get me wrong, my family is guilty of that. And I know it's a lot of families out here that is really guilty of that. And I think it's just sad that we do that to each other. You know what I mean? Where we'll talk to people on the outside faster than when we talk to our own siblings. And the crazy thing is we can see our siblings and we still won't say nothing. We'll act like we don't even know them. And that is so crazy to me that we do that. You know, sometimes I just sit back and I think about it, and I'm like, wow, it is so crazy that we do that. And how, I'm not going to say that we think it's okay, but a lot of times holding a grudge is not going to get us anywhere. I mean, we all have our differences, and you know, and how we view things or how we think. And a lot of times it's just that we want our own way in a situation, or we feel like, you know, what I said, like nobody is taking in what I said or taking my remarks or my thoughts into consideration. And it's, you know, and it's sometimes I guess we speak and we don't even realize like how it's going to hurt the other person, or you know, whatever the situation is. I mean, it can be many different things. I mean, many different things. why we stop talking to somebody. And I know everybody's not like me. I know I could get upset. But one thing about me is I know I'm not a person who I don't really apologize to people first. And it's not because I think I just don't want the rejection if they don't accept it. I think that's more what it is. I'm scared of the rejection from it. And that's even got to do with family. You know what I mean? Like, I know like my sisters and them, they view me like, oh, she the little sister. They always say, oh, she's the little sister. She's the youngest. Oh, she say whatever she want to say. True. I always been that girl. I always been that person who I'm always going to state whatever I have to state. And I'm always going to give my opinion. Where a lot of the rest of them, they hold back. And they won't say how they feel. But, that's not good all the time, not to just say how you feel. Instead, they'll just hold a grudge. Not talk or whatever. And then you got both people who thinking that, oh, well, she mad at me. No, she mad at me. No, she mad at me. And tell you the truth, nobody's even mad anymore. And what you was even arguing about was so petty that you like, wow, like we was arguing over that. Sometimes I think that we a little bit too soft for our own good. Where we just feel like this person did that or that person did this. I mean, life is so crazy and so short. And like I said, I'm guilty of the same thing because believe me, I am guilty. I am not a person to say that I'm not guilty of it. And that lighting got bad. Got to bad. I guess this shade right here. I should never probably parked right here. Yeah, so anyways, I'm guilty of it too, but it's just so crazy how Family Feud, and I mean, like, literally in my family, we got family members that we haven't even talked to in I don't know how long, or if we even know them, because the feud happened way when I was small and I don't even know what it was for. I mean, I know we all have our own different personalities and, our thoughts and our views on different things. I mean, and believe me, I think that's what makes the world go around, is that we do have all them different things, our own personalities and different stuff. But I think also when it comes to family and family feuds, sometimes we have to take a step back and look at our own self and see if it's, really worth the friendship, the love. Because all that comes in within family. That's what makes us, And, I mean, it's just so crazy. Family Feud is so crazy, but it's so real. And I know a lot of people always tell me and my family, like, y'all arguing again. Y'all not talking again. Y'all not this. Y'all not that. And a lot of times it sure is. And ask me, what is it for? It don't even be worth it. It do not be worth it. But one thing I don't tolerate is, even with family feuds or whoever it may be, if a person is just talking, sometimes I just have to remember that it's just them talking. As long as they don't put their hands on you, y'all can squash that. I mean, squash it. I mean, especially when we give our friends the benefit of the doubt and we don't even give it to our own family members. I mean, some things is not even worth it. And when you're in family, it's no such thing as chances. Oh, I gave them a second chance. I gave them a third chance. No, it's family. Family's always going to argue. Family's always going to have disagreements. That's part of life. You know, that's all part of life. You know, God put us here for a reason. And I honestly believe that he gave us our families for a reason. And that we all need to learn from it. Even though we all have different personalities, we have to find a common ground and come together. And, you know, sometimes the feuding is not even worth it. It is not worth it. I mean, I see family members out here I've seen family members kill family members over the stupidest, pettiest things. Like, I moved to the city where I am right now, and in the city I am in right now, I never understood why they had gangs. I never have understood this when 90% of the people in this town is all kin to each other. Whether it's first cousins, second cousins, brothers, sisters, or whatever the case is. How are you going around shooting your own family members? Because one belongs to one neighborhood and another belongs to another. That has been the craziest thing I ever seen in this town. I mean, when I first got here, I did not know that everybody was kin. But as time has went on, I have learned that, oh, that's such and such grandmother, or that's such and such uncle, or that's such and such auntie, or that's their cousin, and, oh, I can't talk to this family member because they from that neighborhood, but, oh, yeah, that's my first cousin. What the? That's all I got to say on that note. I have never seen nothing like this town. This is the craziest town I have ever lived in. And don't get me wrong, I haven't lived in a lot of towns. I only have lived in 4 in my lifetime. But when I tell you that this city right here is crazy, this is a crazy city. Something like I have never seen. And they're all kin to each other. So, anyways, you know, a lot of that is just crazy, the family feuds over here. But anyways, all I got to say is maybe we should open up our minds and stop holding grudges on our family members. And if we all come together, maybe we could succeed in life. You never know. Maybe you could do a business with one of those people. Maybe you could, you never know. I mean, the sky's the limit when it comes to family. The sky is the limit. It's just up to us to believe it. So with that being said, make sure you like and subscribe my channel and hit that button for me. And once again, have a good day. Have a good weekend. Love and peace. Subscribe.